Hey everybody, Joan Zodianz here, and welcome back to another episode of Spiritual Zundayz. This week we're going to be talking about the Jupiter and retrograde. I know, we're going from one retrograde to a peaceful week to another retrograde. So this week, mutable signs are really in charge of our universe right now. Let me explain. So we have the double Pisces still in Mercury and Venus, and we have Mars in Gemini, which started at the beginning of this month. All right. And then we have to worry about the Jupiter in Sagittarius. And it's been in there for quite some time already. This is how I like to view planets. Okay. There are higher planets, meaning closer planets that are closer to us have more meaning and more depth to them. We have more understanding of them. And then there are lesser planets, which means that these are planets that are further away and they have less impact on us. So they depend more heavily on aspects. Okay, and if you don't know too much about aspects, that's okay, because that's why I'm here. I say things in a practical way. I don't know if you ever noticed that, but I try to stay away from confusing terminology because most people just don't understand those things. And if you're just learning about astrology, that's just not going to help you very much just to hear the terms if people don't break everything down for you. You really have to know your shit to really understand. When I hate when people do that shit too. Speak in layman's terms, okay? But that's just me being reckless with my mouth again. So let's just go ahead and get into it. What the hell does it even fucking mean? To have a better understanding of how Jupiter operates, we have to get to know the planet. Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansion, fortune, and blessings, okay? It is the ruling planet of Sagittarius and the co-ruling planet of Pisces, all right? So they share this planet. And right now, Sagittarius and Pisces are in the air and the energy right now, okay? And we have to understand them. They are both mutable signs. Same with Gemini, mutable signs. So it's this trifecta of mutable signs that are happening right now, okay? And they're working together. Sagittarius is a mutable fire sign. Pisces is a mutable water sign. And Gemini is a mutable air sign. So we have air, water, and we also have fire, okay? If we had a Virgo somewhere in another planet, then it would be all mutable signs. But right now we have the fun ones. So when Jupiter is direct, okay, we find a lot of the aspects are more positive. Jupiter is a really big planet, and it's a planet built on philosophies and lots of luck. Sagittarius is a very lucky sign, okay? And Sagittarius is also a very warrior-like sign, but not so much like Aries, okay? This is the traveler, this is the adventurer, but this is one that's built on creating experiences, whatever those experiences are. See, where Aries is kind of more, okay, well, there's a purpose behind it because their motto is I am. Sagittarius's motto is I see. Okay, so when you put all of those elements together with Jupiter, their motto, and mutable fire sign, you're going to find a wanderer, okay? Somebody that wants to learn the truth of the world, the truth of the matter. And that's what we've been kind of dealing with, especially since the beginning of this month. I mean, you had a lot of things go down. If you guys know who Nipsey Hussle is and everybody trying to discover the truth of the matter, things are rising to the top, okay? You're going to see people trying to build conspiracies. You're going to see people try to, play detective, okay? And trying to collect as much information as possible, whatever they witness, whatever they can see, whatever they can just basically collect, all right? So building that type of philosophy in life and trying to get to the root of an issue, whether it's your personal life, whether it's matters of the world, it doesn't matter. It encompasses everything. Sorry, I'm getting all passionate and shit. Let me calm the fuck down. Now, when Jupiter goes into retrograde on April 10th, this Wednesday, it will stay in retrograde until August 11th. Notice those angel numbers, the 10th and the 11th. This means that there's going to be a great period of change. This is where Sagittarius in Jupiter or Jupiter in Sagittarius becomes a little reckless. So you have to be careful of yourself and what information you're trying to collect on a situation or in worldly matters, one or the other or both. Okay. You have to be careful about stretching the truth of a situation, okay? Over exaggerating, having foot and mouth disease, okay? You don't want to build a philosophy based on lies or delusions, okay? Delusions, illusions. And you're going to want to be careful about who you share these philosophies with, what you want to do with these ideas of expansion, okay? Because remember, Jupiter is the planet of luck and expansion and fortune and blessings. All right. It's almost similar to Saturn in a way, in its own little weird way, but Saturn is way more disciplined. That's the planet of Capricorn, whereas this one is the opposite of that. It's just, and you're just going to find people who are going to have a hard time, okay, not being reckless or being irresponsible. These are things that are going to happen. And Saturn is still in Capricorn, okay? Saturn is still in Capricorn. So you're going to find rebellion, lots of rebellion. If you're not already seeing it, I mean, the tension is there, right? It's happening. And it's going to reach a boiling point when it goes into retrograde on the 10th. All right. So things are being rooted to the surface or being rooted to the surface. Why can't I talk today? Things are coming to the surface that people are digging up. People are aggressively looking for the truth now. Okay. It's just when you're looking for the truth, you have to be careful of over exaggerating or stretching. Again, I'm going to keep saying it. Don't stretch the truth of a situation. Look at it. Look at a situation as is. Okay, as is. I feel like people are going to build up all these conspiracies about a situation, and they have, I mean, for certain situations, I mean, there's every right to do it. I feel like those things are valid. Again, with the whole Nipsey thing, I'm not trying to get political, but that, man, is pretty valid. But be careful, people on social media trying to stretch the truth. And it doesn't have to be this particular situation. It can be your own personal situation of other people trying to bring something up or trying to provoke you into, going back into old habits. Okay. Or try to challenge your new way of thinking. Okay, so if you built some new intent under the Aries new moon that just passed on the 5th, then this is a time where, every new moon afterwards, it's gonna be challenged. It's gonna be a great time of expansion. So remember that keyword, it's expanding more of the mind versus direct reality. It's more of the mind. Our way of thinking will change from April 10th to August 11th. Again, another angel number. So this doesn't just impact us in an individual level. I feel like I really strongly sense it's going to impact the entire world. Okay, so you're probably going to see a lot of worldly changes as well. People are going to be pushing the new norm, okay, or getting out of their comfort zone and trying to push something else on you. It's up to you to do the research needed to discover the truth in your own life or what those quote unquote truths mean to you. Be careful of people trying to persuade you to going into a cause that is against your own beliefs. Okay, do your own research. And I can't keep saying that enough because I keep feeling it from spirit too. And just from the energies alone, like you do not want to fall victim to somebody's scams during this time because they might come up. Sagittarius, as philosophical and as like monk-like as they can be, or very spiritual in that sense, when it goes retrograde, they can be the opposite of that, okay? They could try to take advantage of you using their mouthpiece, trying to convince you of a lie. And they're going to try, people out there can be very conniving. And if they believe their, cause or their truth, right, even though it's not, it could be overly exaggerated, okay? They will try to bring you into their drama or their situation without really thinking of how it will impact you as an individual. That's all I'm trying to say. So hopefully that makes sense to everybody here. If you want to book some spiritual guidance with me, you know where to find me at Zodianz.com. If you're not following me on Instagram, where I share a bunch of posts about astrology or, you know, spirituality or anything of that sort, you can find me at Zodianz. Okay. My username is the same across all boards. But love you guys, and I will talk to you next week. And hopefully you guys are not going to get crushed by Jupiter. Don't fall for lies. All right. See you next week.